am doing my presentation for the experiment that I would normally be doing in person for this project. It's pretty simple, so it's for second grade level, so what I would have to do first is prep work. So we have to make sure, for these ones I got, they're the right size as they are, but make sure that the paper towels are in a certain size so that the kids can fold them correctly. Have 7 cups, have just water, and then red, yellow, and blue food coloring that would have been for the kids separated into small containers so that they can't dump the entirety of this into one cup. But for this case, I'll be doing it just myself. So first, myself, a potential partner, and the teacher, or maybe some volunteers, will be asked to pass out the cups and the paper towels. The cups are in sets of 7, and then the paper towels are in sets of 6, and those will be passed out. And then next, all right, how about kids? We set them up all in a row, so I would do that with them. 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna move some stuff out of the way so that we can do this correctly. All right, so we have 7 cups in a row, and then we're gonna pour the cups of water into 1, 2, 5, and 7 to fill up. Okay, so that would be a job where either I or the teacher would have to do that because water spills pretty easily if it is a child pouring it. Just pretty full they need to be, so it'll take me a moment. So I'm just gonna pause here and then we'll restart up when I have filled them up. All right, now that there's water in every other cup, it would be time to add the food coloring. So these would be separated into little cups for them so that they couldn't go all out, but all right, and then I'm gonna just get something to combine that so that we can do it pretty easily. This would probably be a disposable, but because it's me, I'm just gonna use one of my reusable chopsticks because, you know, that's pretty simple to do. Then we can go to the last cup to add the red. 1. It's about 10 drops in each container, so that gets rid of the red. It looks a bit orange in this lighting, so I'll add maybe just a few more drops each to make sure it's a deep red so that the colors can really be seen. But it is a bit brighter on camera than in person. It does look a lot deeper of a red than it's showing up. More of a bright red, but not quite as orange as the light would make it seem. All right, and as this is going on, the kids would be having fun. I mean, you get to see the colors going. And then next would be yellow. So then, can everybody pick up the yellow color? Awesome. And then we're gonna put, again, you need to put more drops of yellow than in the containers than in the red ones, just because it's a lighter color. So we're just gonna go, that would be about 15 to 20, whereas these, we put about 13, so this would probably be about 18. You know, I'm just gonna real quick wipe down the instrument so that we don't mess up everything. We can't mess up our capillary action. So the students would be having fun swirling. In person with the students, I'd probably want to have something set up underneath this so that they can have as much fun making the colors as they want, but not necessarily, you know, staining the school desks. And then finally, can we pick up the blue color? And then we'll put the blue in. All right, we got the blue. Blue is a dark color, so it doesn't need quite as much as the others, but still a good amount of color. This is so the student, as you can see, at this point, the students would be asked to take out their handout, which looks like this. It's a fun little coloring sheet. So So the ones with the little lines are where the water is. And so why don't you guys color the water how you see? So you take your coloring utensils and you color that. So I'll take a moment to pause and show you what that would look like. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy. That's probably about what they do. See, those ones are empty because there's nothing there yet. All right, then now it'd be time to fold the paper towels. So first, they'd be asked to fold it hot dog style, which I'll go and do. And then hamburger style. But then, open up the hamburger style, hold it at the fold, and in it goes. So that one's starting. As you can see, it's working pretty fast. So I'm gonna pause. I'm actually not gonna pause this, and we're gonna just go as fast as we can to fold these. We'd have them fold them all before they put them in. So just to make sure that everything goes well if we were worried. And then we put the paper towels in. As you can see, it's already climbing, but we want to give it an opportunity to go all the way through. So we'll be doing that. My timer, just as a heads up, this may have to be 2 videos if this does not go at lightning speed, but that is okay. So we will put those in and we'll continue doing the hot dog hamburger with the kids. Ask them, so what do you see so far? Is the water moving? That's so cool. Why don't we keep going? Then as this is going, we might introduce capillary action. Now that sounds like a big word. That's a really big word if you're in 2nd grade. But this is what it means. So there's a paper towel, right? And this paper towel has little tiny holes in it. You can't really see them, but you know that they're there. And in those holes, the surrounding them is the paper towel. And the paper towel loves water. The paper towel wants water to come to it. And so it picks it up. But when it picks up one little bit of water, water also really loves to stick around its other water friends. And so it holds on to its water friend. And so all of the water friends are holding on to each other. So if they get pulled one way, then they get to go up into the paper towel as well. And so they get moved further and further into the paper towels. As you can see, it's already starting to move. It's moving further in some of them, but it hasn't gone super far yet. And so we talk about, all right, so what do you think's going to happen? Well, we got red and we got yellow. What happens when you mix red and yellow? You get orange, woo! And then we have yellow and blue. What happens when you mix, oh, hold on, sorry about that. So when you have yellow and blue, you get green, yes. And then finally, we have blue and red. What happens when you mix blue and red? Purple, yes. And so we'd ask questions kind of like that, get them engaged, ask them questions, make predictions, the scientific method. And so we'd get down there and we see it's already starting to go. The red one's actually moving kind of slow, but it's going. And so basically, then they'd be told that this would be a better time to just talk about the experiment, talk about what they want to do. We can start cleanup, pre-cleanup. We can say, okay, who wants to take the containers of the blue stuff back? Stuff like that. And then I'm going to pause and then I'll re-show up when it's all ready for them to see. All right, I let this go for a while and now you can see it's red and orangey, yellow, green, blue, and it turned out a bit more pink than purple and then back to red. So it's the rainbow. So that would be fun. And they could see that. And so that's